If you're here, chances are one of Zeely's ads just promised you that artificial intelligence can build your ads, your website, and basically your whole business from your phone, and you're wondering whether it's worth the money, or maybe you're one click away from that cheap trial, and something told you to check the reviews first. That was a good instinct, because while researching this app, I found a Reddit thread where the most upvoted advice is that the only reliable way to cancel your subscription is to close your credit card. And I think you should see it before you type in your card number. Real quick before we scroll. If what you're actually looking for is a proven way to build an income online, my number one recommendation is the first link in the description, and I'll come back to that at the end. So let's look at what Zeely actually is, because credit where it's due. The product idea is genuinely clever. You connect your product or service, and the app generates those UGC-style video ads you see everywhere, using more than 30 AI avatars that look and talk like real creators. It will also build you a simple sales page, and it can launch the whole thing on Facebook, Instagram, Google, and TikTok, all from your phone. The promise is speed, ads in about 5 minutes instead of days. And to be completely fair, I did find users saying the tool works if you already have a strong offer. One seller on Reddit reported getting 6 or 7 leads in a week from about $50 of ad spend. So this is not a fake app that does nothing. But here's where it gets interesting, because Zeely's own website has a full blog post that asks, right in the headline, is Zeely a scam? And companies don't write articles like that for fun. They write them because thousands of people every month are typing exactly that question into Google, and they'd rather answer it themselves than let their customers do it. So let's look at what those customers actually say. This is the thread that should be pinned to the top of every Zeely ad. Someone asked if the app is worth trying, and 3 years of replies turned into a warning label. The top comment says, absolutely do not download it. There is no way to cancel. Nobody answers the emails, and they ended up going to their bank for chargebacks. Further down, someone describes a $1 trial that turned into a $119 charge, and the reason they couldn't stop it is that the subscription never showed up in their Apple account, so there was nothing to cancel from their phone. Another user says the emails get ignored until the 7-day trial runs out, and then the charge lands anyway. There's a claim in here that a negative Trustpilot review got its author banned, and there are multiple people in this thread simply thanking Reddit for stopping them before they paid. When one commenter posted something positive, the very next reply accused them of being the developer, and honestly, in a thread like this, you can understand why. Trustpilot tells the same story in a smaller font. This reviewer says they kept being charged after stopping the subscription, and that the only way they finally made it stop was closing their credit card. And underneath complaints like these, you'll find the company's standard reply, that Zeely is a legitimate company, and that all payments follow the subscription terms agreed at sign-up. Over at the Better Business Bureau, Zeely Incorporated, registered in Delaware, has its own complaint file, and it reads like a copy of everything you just saw. Now, even if the billing worked perfectly, there's a quieter problem with apps like this, and it's the one nobody's ads will tell you. The subscription is actually the small expense here, because the moment you launch those AI-generated ads, you're spending real advertising money on top. And one user in that thread described a $20 a day campaign that somehow burned $400 in 2 days. An app can generate a talking avatar in 5 minutes, but it cannot generate a product people want, an offer that converts, or the judgment to know when to switch a campaign off, and those are the parts that actually decide whether you make money. Handing an AI your card and your ad budget before you have those things is how the dream gets expensive. So is Zeely fake? I don't think so. It's a real company with a real product, and some users are perfectly happy testing ad creatives with it. But a pattern of billing complaints this consistent, stretching over 3 years, is not bad luck, and if you do decide to try it anyway, Take the advice straight from that thread. Use a virtual or prepaid card. Set a reminder before the trial ends, cancel in writing, and keep the screenshot. And if the reason Zeely's ad caught you is that you want to build a real income online, here's my honest take. A magic button has never been the answer, but a skill and a system genuinely are. What changed things for me was step-by-step training in a real online business model, the same one I use to earn my own income today. And that's exactly what my #1 recommendation teaches. It's the first link in the description. Go look at it. Apply the same skepticism you just watched me apply to Zeely and decide for yourself if it fits. If this saved your card from a mystery subscription, the like button costs nothing, and subscribing means the next honest review reaches you before the next shiny app does. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.